super tender topic that I am talking about on the podcast this week, and it is how to heal after betrayal. In 2022, I experienced a pretty significant betrayal from some people that I really trusted who I never would have thought would have handled a particular situation in the way that they did. And it was a total kick in the teeth. It was just like I could not deal. The pain was so fast, so acute, and I was basically in a state of shock, I would say, for a couple of months after that happened. One of the things that I can say now on the other side of having healed from that betrayal is that I really do see how when we are betrayed in a really serious way, it touches on old betrayals or old traumas that we might have experienced, and it can cause us to go into a freeze, fight, or flight mode. So, in other words, some of us, when we're betrayed, we're going to fight back and get really, really mad. Others of us are going to flight. That might look like shunning, getting away, just completely being avoidant. And then other people just kind of freeze up and hunker down. And I fell into the latter category. I just kind of froze up and could not really function in my life for a little while. So, on the podcast, I'll be talking more about what it's like to heal from betrayal. But one thing that I wanted to highlight in this video is the importance of recognizing coping behaviors that are not healthy. I think that there's a certain amount of grace that we have to give ourselves when we're experiencing a significant betrayal. So, like, you're not just supposed to pick up and go move through your life like nothing ever happened. But at the same time, you have to be really, really aware of coping behaviors that are just going to make your sense of betrayal, of the trauma of it, your sadness, anxiety, depression, whatever you're going through in the wake of the betrayal, even worse. My big one was isolation, and I felt just being around my family, my immediate family, it was like I both wanted to be around them, but didn't want to be around them, and found myself isolating a lot. And then also found myself getting really irritated over every single little thing. And the reason that I think that that happened is because since I couldn't deal with the actual situation of the betrayal, it had happened. I couldn't control it. It was in the past. It was not going to be rectified. It was like all my feelings about the betrayal of sadness and anger and hurt and everything else were just kind of coming out in these other places. So, really be aware if you know that you're walking through betrayal right now or some kind of a rift where you're just deeply deeply hurt. Life is not supposed to look normal. It is in fact normal if you're ruminating a lot and you're going, what did I do? What did I say? How could that have been different? These are all normal things that you're going through. And in fact, what you're really going through is grief. To experience betrayal is to grieve what was and what could have been. And you can be grieving the loss of a relationship if you've decided to step away after a betrayal. And in some cases, you're grieving the loss of the vision of a relationship that you thought you were going to have with that person. Head on over to Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcasts, and find the Your Courageous Life podcast. And I will see you there.